Trial right from the start of bloody nails and broken hearts, and you keep tearing them apart with bloody nails and broken hearts. You let the trail right from the start of bloody nails and broken hearts, and I bet you thought I'd miss your bitter kiss, your bitter kiss, your bitter kiss.
The one I need. That's the one I need. Hey, how's everybody doing? Thank you all for being here. What is going on? As you can probably tell right now, I am running this through Streamlabs, which is not my norm. So if there are any like messed up interruptions, I really apologize. So, but yeah, it's gotta be a little bit different here. What I'm actually gonna do here, real quick. Let's see. I'll say what's up to the chat in just a sec. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make myself just a tad bigger, just a smidge. So y'all are gonna come in eventually. I'm gonna make myself long or wide lizard. Look out, guys! We got a tall lizard. So come in. Yeah, we'll change this up a little bit. Wait, no. There we go. Alrighty. So I got to relearn OBS and everything because I haven't been able to play it or use it as much and everything like that. So before I get into part of the why of that, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say what's up to the chat. Also, Mango, I don't know why the Stream Elements thing is running. It's just a bot. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't actually put any links in there. So I'll eventually figure that one out. But what's going on, Hyun, Pibethulu, Mango, of course. Thank you for being here. Drum Set, always a pleasure to have you here. Rage, which was a great MTV type music program here back in the day. Ooh, I used to have this damn documentary on Australian punk rock. It was like the punk rock scene in Australia, and I think it's on my laptop somewhere. I've mentioned this before, but I can't find it anywhere. I have no idea where it is because I watched like 10 minutes of it, and then I was just like, shit, I want to actually watch it. And then I never found it again. And I don't know what it's about. Got your old butt buddy back? Yeah, old boy wanted to decide to talk shit, so he needs attention, so we're gonna give him some attention, but we have some other things to cover before we actually get into it. And Pibethulu, I'm glad you're here, because a couple of those things, actually, two of those things are directly from you, and they're about Ukraine. So, a couple of things about the war in Ukraine. It's still going on. It's still gonna get colder as the seasons go. I don't have any of the donation links in this description, but Mango can obviously post them there. So if you guys would like to donate to any of the charities going towards Ukraine, please do help out. There are still people struggling, and all of this money goes towards civilians. It doesn't go towards either of the sides fighting. Again, anytime I mention Ukraine, I have to mention the fact that I do not support either government. I do not support the Ukrainian government. I do not support the Russian government. I support the people of Ukraine and the civilians of and the people of Russia. So I want the suffering to end as quickly as possible. And yeah, hopefully if you guys got a couple schmeckles to rub together, we can help out. Thank you, Mango. I can't put it on the screen because it's already fucking up there. So it's not like what you call it. StreamYard. I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna put on a little music for the time being, but put this on in the background over here. Man, they gave me a really shitty playlist too. Cause yeah, Like, just like all of your favorite bands, they all have some shitty music somewhere. But, alright. Boom! That's what we got. Alright, so, well, hey, what's going on, Roland LaFleur? How you doing? Thingamabob, whatchamacallit, Hoojam Kafifi? It was about the, pretty much like the whole scene. It wasn't about a particular band. So I have no idea what this was. And this was like 4 years ago. So this was when I found it when I was in Kuwait. So, yeah, I'm sorry. You better not figure out the stream elements thing. It takes like 30% of my job, damn it. Yeah, I'm sorry. If this is real, okay, well I'm gonna talk about it. I'm actually gonna turn down my thing. Alright, so I was actually looking for another video. I couldn't remember if it was Preston Stewart or what do you call? Actually, fuck it. I already started with this, so we'll go into Ukraine and then I'll go into why I haven't been using Streamlabs, but rather have been using the StreamYard. So, anyway, also there is I think the donation link works at the top, so if you guys want to help me get some new tires so that I can like get to work and stuff, because hey Negz, I have a fucking job. Maybe you should try that. Don't worry, I'll be mentioning that several more times. The fact that you have no skills or upper body strength. So let's see real quick. Let me know if I'm coming in all right. Damn, I'm like, hang on 1 second. I'm going to fix myself here a little bit, because I'm still a little wide, Lizard. No, I don't want the caps lock. I'm still a little wide. Change it. Man, there's a delay. Anyway, what is this, job? It's not an acronym, it's just J-O-B. Trabajo, work. By the way, yes, I do have a couple tall boys here because I work all night. So at 9:30 in the morning, 9:41 in the morning, I can go ahead and have a couple beers because, well, I get to sleep and then go to my job again. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. I know, drum set. Can you imagine? Alright, so real quick, we're gonna check this out. No thank you. Hopefully they don't have an ad. So as you can see, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, they just have some shitty music. There we go. So like I was saying earlier, I was looking for, what's going on, Revenant's Bean? I was looking for a different video on a Russian helicopter that was doing this. And I thought it was Preston Stewart. It might have actually been, what's his face? Ryan Macbeth, who put out this video, and he explained exactly what's going on. So, this is real. This is a real thing. Helicopter pilots do this actually a lot in combat zones if they need. Oh, that's why. Fuck. Oh, it took my list away. This song sucks, man. You know what song doesn't suck? There we go. All right, that's good. So, essentially, what this helicopter pilot is doing is they're flying low, and they've turned off a lot of their like GPS equipment probably, just so that they can stay hidden. So they're so low that they're below the tree line. Anybody that's listened to the song Treetop Flyer, that's what it's about. You're you're staying below the radar, because the radar, once it hits the trees get detected because the radar bounces back off of the trees, and it won't detect the plane, because that's how radar works. Same as sonar, only sonar uses sound and it shoots down. Fun fact, using sonar to look for submarines is how we actually started getting pictures of the ocean floor. True fact. Yeah, exactly, Yato. It does. It sounds like your first day of middle school. It's a little too accurate. So what this helicopter is essentially doing is they're flying low. They're trying to. This is a Ukrainian helicopter, as you can see with the paint job. What they're trying to do is stay out of the radar's view, and since they have a lot of their GPS and stuff probably turned off, what they're doing is they're using the road as a way to guide them over the terrain. Because if they were to go, either left or right, they would have to go above the treetops, and that makes them vulnerable. Plus, they wouldn't be able to get to their destination properly. There's no such thing as stealth in space, but you can hide. This is true. If it's a real image, not computer generated. This is real. This shit happens all the fucking time. Like, helicopter pilots will fly that fucking low, and they're trying to save their own ass, essentially. And it's like I said, I don't really have to reiterate myself. I don't really want to reiterate myself again. But yeah, and you can see when it goes by. Oh no, never mind. I thought when it went by there was something blurred out, but it's blurred out up here. But yeah, this is a tactic used by pilots. The reason it's used mostly by helicopters and not aircraft is because you're gonna have like fighter aircraft, and they're gonna be moving so much faster that the reaction time has to be like spot on. So these pilots are extremely low. And if this were, say like a dirt road or something, if it were wide enough for them to be able to get on it, they would probably do the same thing. Honestly, it might kick up a little too much dust. However, that's just speculation. But yeah, this is a proper thing. And yeah, it says it's an attack helicopter. Does it say what kind of helicopter it is? Because I'm not well versed in their okay.
Welcome to Ukraine.
Yeah, it's just the same. So, yeah, just to give you a little bit of explanation. What about what's going on under Haven? Yeah, and don't worry, I'll get to the theme in just a second. But I do have one more from People Thulu. Thank you again. So in the Discord, we have a Ukraine channel where we can post some things. I haven't posted in a while just because, well, I mainly talk about it. But open the original. Check this out. Alright, so this is allegedly a Ukrainian tank. Now, at the beginning of the war, the Russians were actually using these mitigators all over, and especially on the top. They were using the grills specifically to combat the javelins. Because the javelins, what they do is you target your vehicle, and it goes up and slams down on the top of the tank in order to hit this softest part of the armor. Softest parts of the armor on any tank are the top, the back, and the belly. So you don't want to hit the sides, otherwise you might hit the reactive armor, and it doesn't look like this has any reactive... Oh, no, never mind. There's reactive armor right there. And the reactive armor... Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Zoom. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. So you have this reactive armor right here, and what it does is when that round, that RPG comes in, it'll hit that, and that armor it explodes, so it sends energy back into the explosion that it was actually going to hit. Now, what it looks like they're doing here is actually getting song sounds like Prohibition. What they're actually doing here is I think they're really trying to funnel off as much of the heat from the engine as possible. And P. Cthulhu, you were right. You were right about these gates. What they're doing is when something hits it, that shape charge basically, because basically what an RPG is it's you have, you know, this cone and then this cone, and behind this cone is explosive, and inside of it is a bunch of copper. So when it explodes, as this cone hits, it will set off that explosive, and it'll turn that copper into a jet of molten metal, usually molten copper, and it'll send it straight through the armor. And as soon as it gets through that armor, it just solidifies in the air, and it'll send shrapnel all over the inside of the tank or the vehicle or whatever it might be, and just annihilate whatever's in there. And it still does transfer a shitload of heat, so you're not only going to be needled by big pieces pieces of copper, but you're going to be, burning at the same time. So what I think they're doing with this is they're funneling off as much of the heat as possible. Now this might be, they've got this burning because obviously, as you can see in the background, it's getting colder. The seasons have changed, so the amount of heat that's going to be taken off of this pipe here is going to be even more as it sits out, because it's just sitting out. There's this exhaust pipe. It's just going to be sitting out in the cold, and that's going to be the target for whatever heat-seeking munitions or anything like that. So they added this little bit so that whatever comes through is actually going to target this rather than targeting the warmer engine of the tank, or possibly the hot barrel if they've been firing off rounds. We had something similar to this when I was in Iraq, and it was called the Rhino system. And what it was on the front of our trucks, we just had this long iron pole, this big square steel pole, and on the end of it was a wooden box. And connected to that wooden box, you had wires connected to that wooden box, so that when you put it down, inside of it, it had diesel engine glow plugs that would just get hot. That's all they did. That's the only thing they did, was get hot. They just chilled there, and what it did was, when you were driving down whatever route, if there was a infrared trigger on an IED, what that would do is it would set off that IED so that you had more space between the trigger and yourself. Obviously, there's always a way to defeat that, because if you just distance those two things out, then the Rhino is going to set off the IED right into the cab, or right into the back, or the tires, or underneath, or whatever you need in order to take out your enemy, which would have been us at the time. So P. Cthulhu, you are basically 100% correct on everything that you said. To take out all, like, as far as like the wire mitigators, and as you can see on top, they have sandbags as well. Sandbags will do a whole hell of a lot for you. Sandbags will stop a bullet, because the thing about the reason sandbags work, and you don't want like a brick there, is because the round comes in, it hits the sandbag, and what it has to do is it has to move all of these millions of different grains of sand outside of its path. And every time it moves a grain of sand, it loses just a little bit of energy. And if it does that over, you know, a couple inches, it loses all of its energy. Too easy. Yeah. Alright. Hang on one sec. I just wanted to make sure the music wasn't too loud. Alright. So, yeah, those are the two things I have for Ukraine today. I do have some other stuff in the background. Yeah, I shouldn't have picked so many popular songs, that, you know, especially the ones from our fucking childhood. But that's essentially what I have for Ukraine today. I don't really have a whole lot of updates as far as the war, because it's been a bit since I've gone and actually like looked at any news coming out. I do know that it's almost like a stalemate. The Russians have conscripted, I think, or they did a partial mobilization, and they have about 300,000 extra soldiers that have been mobilized. And from the pictures that I've seen, from the news that I've seen, it's not good. They're not equipped properly. They're not getting the training that they need. It's very hasty. It's not going to turn out well for those Russian soldiers. And the people who got the fuck out of Russia, all of the men who, you know, fled, were, you know, I'm not going to say they were in the right or in the wrong or whatever, but they saved their own asses. And that's probably what we're going to see a lot of once these draftees get into actual combat against now very experienced Ukrainian fighters. They're probably going to shit their pants, and you're going to see a lot of desertion, a lot more equipment being left behind, and the Ukrainians are just going to pick it up and start using it, because they essentially have the same equipment, and they have the same, almost the same language, and they can easily train more soldiers. So that's where we're at on the Ukrainian front, as far as the information that I have. But this is really annoying me also. So I'm gonna. There we go. So yeah, if you want to help me get some tires, I would appreciate it. Alright, so next thing. I'm just gonna keep that up just cause. So, as you guys have known, over the last about year, I've been using StreamYard. StreamYard's totally fine. It's totally cool. I wish I could use it better with Streamlabs, but that'll come in time. And as you know as well, I have had issues with my computer. So oh yeah, yeah. I apologize, Mango. There's no one to draft in Russia. All the men are in the woods because it's berry time. Yeah, they have to pick berries. So, all right. So I put out a community post. I've talked about this a little bit. I got my computer fixed, and I am still extremely grateful to the Computer Zone. That's the only time I'm gonna mention who it is, for coming up and being like, "Hey, we'll replace the graphics card." That was the fix. I offered to pay whatever shipping. I was just like, "Hey, just let me know what it was, and we'll work something out." And I didn't hear anything back, so I was like, "You know what? Fine. We're just gonna leave it at that." And when I actually contacted them, I said directly, I said, "Look, I don't expect to get a new graphics card." I was like, "I don't expect to be paid. I don't expect anything. I just want to know what the fuck happened. I want to know how this shitty Wish.com fucking graphics card, which I think I still have, actually." No, that's not true. I don't think I actually have it anymore. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. This piece of shit that was in my computer, and if you guys want to look up exactly the kind of piece of shit that I'm talking about, Linus Tech Tips actually did a video on it. I'm sure, Mango, could you please find that video? I think it's just reviewing Wish.com graphics cards. This is literally the first one that they put in there. And if I were to peel off if I were to take this whole thing apart, it has the same serial number and everything as the LTT video. So that's what was in my computer. And that's why I was having so many issues with StreamYard and playing videos and playing games and everything. And I was basically just like, you know what? I just want to know what the fuck happened. Well, there was someone in the community that built this computer. They're not really a part of this computer anymore, or a part of this community anymore. I'm just gonna change the music because it's kind of starting to annoy me. So they're not necessarily a part of this community anymore. And what's going on, Pecan Pie? And you know, I didn't attack them. I didn't attack the company. I didn't attack anybody. All I did was say, "Hey, this is what happened. I want to know what's up." I was at the point where I just couldn't anymore. And part of that had to do with the fact that the job that I had prior to my new job was so detrimental to my mental health, and I didn't realize it, that I had just given up. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Maybe at some point I'll be able to get a new graphics card. And I was offline for about 2 months. It was basically like 2 months. I just said, fuck it. I need to do something about this. And I appreciate taking that 2 months off because I really fucking needed it. But unfortunately, this individual didn't take too well to the fact that I called them out. And neither did their brother. So, for those of you who know these two, and yeah, we're going there. Imagine if he was hiding in the computer the whole time. So basically, the Atheist Veteran, Tav, his brother, helped me out with this computer. I am still grateful for this computer. I'm still grateful for the fact that I didn't have to pay a whole lot. But I realized why I didn't have to pay a whole lot almost a year. It was like a year and a half almost after this had come through. Okay. And I specifically texted Tav, hey, like, I just want to give you a heads up. I don't think you're gonna get the welcome that you really want, and just to let you know, you burned a lot of bridges, and you know, not everybody's gonna be right there for you. I'm not gonna go into that conversation because all I wanted to do is say, hey man, like, look, not everybody's looking at you with fresh eyes. Hope you're getting the help you need. Hope you're doing all right. That's what I care about. Because I don't really have any hard feelings towards staff. Too easy. I was just like, okay. And then eventually he started being an asshole, and I was like, okay, fuck off, shoo, whatever. I don't need any of that. However, this comment, this message really pissed me the fuck off, so we're gonna talk about it. Mind you, I paid $700 for this computer. Pretty good goddamn deal. It's supposed to have that nice graphics card in there, all right? And this is what I got in return when I said somebody might have fucked me over. I still don't know who. I still don't have the answers. I still don't have any animosity towards the company that built this. However, this is not how you respond to somebody. And he decides to say, listen here, you ungrateful asshole. I'm still grateful for the fact that this computer should have cost me a lot more, and it didn't. First, that graphics card I donated to your PC, and I bought it off Amazon. I don't know how you did that. You probably should have looked at it. You probably should have had your boss look at it, because it is 100% a Wish.com piece of shit. If you bought it off Amazon and somebody gave it to you, no. You are the one who got fucked over. Sorry. 2, most of that computer was donated. You can't buy a computer with those specs for less than $1,200 if it's on sale. I took a $200 loss in shipping. 2, we built that thing and sold it to you at the cost of us building it, which included a donated graphics card from me and a donated CPU from Rob. Cool. Why was that thing in my fucking computer? You're wrong form of viewer. Douche for the bullshit you did and said to my brother, and you're the asshat that needs help. Don't ever talk to me again. No problem. Don't have to. Don't ever fucking have to. Here's the thing. Somebody fucked me over. Somebody did something fucky. It wasn't me. Was it you? Was it Tav? Who the fuck was it? Where did that piece of shit come from? That's the whole fucking point. And when I contacted your boss and said, hey, what's up with this shit? He just said, hey, we'll replace it. And you have no idea how deafening that fucking silence was. When he was just like, yeah, we're just going to replace it and call it a fucking day. Yeah. So, somebody knows what the fuck happened. Otherwise, they could have made a big deal about it and been like, look, because I sent him the pictures and I said, hey, I don't have the actual pictures of when they opened up my computer for the first time. I don't have those. And again, I said to him directly, I don't expect a new graphics card. I don't expect you to pay for anything. All I wanted to know is what the fuck happened. And that's what I got. Was I a little harsh to Tav? Sure. Fine. Fuck it. He can get over it. Same as you. But, crypto mining and resold is used, but the performance is crap. The main thing that that was said to me, because I told Mango, and she's got a family member that's that builds computers and does stuff like that. Both the computer tech that I took this into and Mango's family member were both just like, wait, it lasted a year? Are you shitting me? Like, I'm surprised that fucking thing actually didn't just burn out. Well, I actually got burnt out before that piece of shit, because I was so sick and tired of having to deal with all of these issues. and I wanted to play games, and it wouldn't do any of the things that I wanted it to do. So it is very scammy, and all I'm gonna say at the end of this is where it's gonna fucking lie. Something was fucked up. Somebody's not telling the truth. It's not me. I am being 100% on this. I have been nothing but honest. And whatever the fuck happens, if I get answers, fine. If I don't give a shit. It's whatever. All I know is now I can actually play the games that I want to play. I have the computer that I, paid for. And again, I offered to pay for the graphics card. At least cover some of the cost. And I got nothing in return. As far as like a response, that is. I didn't get a response in return. And you know what? I'm smart enough to understand what that means. So, I did want to play boat games. I very much wanted to play boat games, and I can play boat games now. I can also play Fallout, I can play Attack on Toys, I can play all of the games that I downloaded specifically to this computer so that I could try and play them. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I started getting into cows, and I was like, we'll just talk about cows. And now I really don't give too much of a fuck about cows. Because, well, they get really fucking boring after a while. I'm not going to lie. Do they bring in the views? Absolutely. But do they get boring? Yes, they do. Okay, this is Brave. So. Alright. That's that. Too easy. I'm done with it. Alright, now. Right? Meow. Dave's cooking show. Alrighty, so. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Let's see, where's his bullshit at?
I really wanted onions. I didn't want to run all the way to the store, have them. I ran out of onions, but
Negz, where are you at? Because I want to actually go to your stupid fucking post. Oh, where the fuck? No, it was like yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, did he already take his post down, or did I just pass it?
Yeah, we're gonna do some onions, so this is the show for...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just passed it. Either that or he took it down, because he is a bitch. Oh, there it is. Alright. So. Oh, we got 9 comments now. Fun fact. So, my post, my picture of your post actually got more likes than your thing. I also got more comments, so that's where you lie on YouTube. Also, you lie right here. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh, this is the... Okay. So, here's what happened. I got a notification on my phone, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, yeah, YouTube notification. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, Negz decided, old Indiana Soft Hands decided to mention you. Again, you have all of the time in the world. You don't have a fucking job. You don't have anything going on in your fucking life, dude. Not a goddamn thing. So, maybe you should dig down deep into all of the streams that I have ever done, especially the ones I've done about you, and find out where the fuck I said that you should die because you're not vaccinated. Because what I said was, and I have to fucking reiterate this for your dumbass every goddamn time, was that I will not feel sorry for you if you die of COVID and you are not vaccinated, is a personal choice. If you cannot get vaccinated, specifically because of any medical conditions, then yes, I will feel bad for you because dipshits like Negz are the ones spreading disease because they just can't go to the doctor. They're too stuck up their own ass. It's the same fucking reason. You are so stuck up your own ass, you couldn't show your receipt to a fucking Walmart greeter. That's your problem, dude. Now, so you're getting the attention that you want. All right, yeah, grab your coffee. Drop coffee. Those onions are huge. Those were pretty big onions. This is true. Asshole cooking never gets boring. All right. So, I'll go into my reply in just a second, but this one actually kind of like I did that dog thing, you know, where they like turn their head, and I was like, wait, what? What the fuck? Here, I'm gonna do this. I don't want to do that. I want to do. Hey, look at my desktop, everybody. Do Microsoft Edge. Put this over here because I just want to get some fucking light on me. Alright, that's a little bit better. I got a ring light, but I don't want it shining in my face right now. Oh, hey, Negz, who the fuck are you calling frail? Yes, I admit, I am balding. It's genetic. Shit happens. Oh well, I am not fucking hiding from it. You are. That's why you wear your bandana. I wear this hat, one, again, because it actually helps my headphones sit on my fucking head. At least it did with those, the old Corsairs that I had. And now, it's just part of the fucking deal. It's just part of the fucking gimmick. Get the fuck over it. And, yeah. Dude, you have a... Honestly, I would be surprised if you could lift 30 pounds over your fucking head. I actually go outside. I regularly go outside. In fact, here's what I got to do this morning, because not only do I have a job, but I have a nice little puppy dog that I get to take out. I get to take her outside, and I get to go to the lake, and I get to see shit like this. Bam. Oop. Gerp. Minus. Look at that. And guess who else? Guess what else I got? I got to film the sunrise. I moseyed my ass through a bunch of thorns and over logs and under trees and all kinds of shit just to go out here and be able to see this. I guarantee you, you could not last 10 seconds walking through this fucking mud. Because I was in skate shoes. I wasn't in boots. I didn't put my boots on for this. I was still in my fucking work clothes. So I went out there and I got to see things like this. And I crawled over rocks. I chased my dog after she went up the damn hill. Tried to chase after whatever fucking animal was up there. And I got to... This is what I get to take pictures of. And I have more pictures. This is just the only one that's on the Discord. So when I upload that sunrise, you can go ahead and look at it and eat your fucking heart out, because your bitch ass would never be up early enough to go outside and do anything. Because you don't do anything, and you don't go outside. You live in your grandma's attic. With basically a literal grandma that fucking warms your little bumpy dick every once in a while with her, Mary Jane Rotten Crotch. Don't ever call anybody frail. You're the only... The only thing your hunchback ass is qualified to do is pull down the cord on some fucking church bells. And I, again, doubt you have the upper body strength to do that. Get the fuck over yourself. Rav, if you want to take that as an album cover, by all means, it's free to use. I really don't give a shit. Ooh. Pumpkin Patch Date sounds amazing. I would be down for that. They also have apple picking around here. Not right now. I think. Oh man, you know what I haven't done in a while is actually go mushroom hunting. It's kind of hard to do because the morels always get picked up, but I could always find some pheasant back, and wood ears are always around. Wood ears are like these little. They look like little gelatinous things on the branches, but they kind of look like a little ear, and you can eat them. They're totally fine to eat. All right, but anyway, this dumb bitch. Let's read what she has to say. Goldie, you are an extremely airheaded and vapid individual because all I read here was just a word salad, a buzzword salad. That's it. He seems like a mealy-mouthed window licker who probably assumes Big Pharma and its experimental drug and the massive psyop surrounding it cares about his health. Wishing death on someone for not wanting to be a slave and a sheep is extreme, but he seems one of those mindless libs who wants to live in a nanny state and have daddy government tell him how to live. What? Goldie, how about you take your fucking stank puss over to, a channel like mine, like watch my channel and actually listen to the things that I say. I highly doubt you have the mental capacity to be able to understand the things that I say, but yeah, everything that came out of your dumb mouth here was basically just a buzzword salad. Fun fact, the guy you're talking to, this one, Negz, yeah, he's on welfare. He lives off of DC Media Girl as well. So yeah, I have a fucking job and I've never been on welfare. The only time I've gotten money from the government is my tax returns, the stimulus checks, and the money that I got while I served the fucking country. Something he was never qualified to do because, well, he walked in the recruiter's office and they laughed at him and then just pushed him out the fucking door. What's going on, Miss Parker? What's going on, Brett Wellington? Thank you guys for being here. All right. Now that that's been said, again, last but not least, Negz, come on. Just show the video where I actually wish death upon you. Just show it. You have it. It's there. I did it, right? Or are you just a fucking idiot and a liar? Because if I were a betting man, I'd put all of my money on the ladder. Don't forget, folks, being on government assistance in itself is not a bad thing. It is there to help when you need it, 100%. Just don't be a lazy piece of shit and, specifically require that. Don't be like Shani and Rev and require it for or Negz and require it for your sustenance and existence, because even though you're able-bodied, you're not willing to do a fucking thing about it. Alright, let's get into this. Oh my god. Alright.
Loudest person in the room is the weakest one. Okay? This doesn't count.
Oh, is that why your audio is always so fucking low? Because you're yelling into your mic and you don't want people to think you're weak, but look at you. Why? Hold on. What the fuck happened to your hand? Why does one of them look like a perfect circle and the other one's like a Maybelline hand? Do you have like wank scars from your fucking right hand? Or do you just never use your other hand to do anything because you don't do anything all day. This is fucking weird.
Count because I'm the only motherfucker in the room. If that were the case, then you would be weak every time you were alone.
What?
But the loudest motherfucker in the room is the weakest. Okay? Like if you're hanging out with me, IRL, I'm not, I mean, I get chatty, but I also get very quiet and listen. I listen a lot. I listen. I'm a
Get some
listener.
X's in the chat.
I love
now.
listening to people. Can we get some love for Strands in the chat, please? Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. I hope everything's going well for you, darling. Excuse my hair, guys. I've been working. Been doing that
He is the
man
only
shit
one
around the
being loud
house.
because, well,
Man shit.
yeah, he's the only
It's
one
like
in the room.
mayonnaise.
Nobody wants
Man
to be
shit.
around him.
Anyway. So thank you, Straubs. I really appreciate you guys.
His right arm is so much stronger. Yeah. Why is your right arm so much bigger? I am a sword fighter. Anybody?
Hey, Knish,
Anybody know
what's
the
up? Go get me a
reference?
Slurpee. So we're going to be talking about all these locales, but budgets. Budget is. She thinks she's a savant, but she's not. She's not.
Oh.
She.
I heard about this on the Geek Room. Because I was listening to it while I was at my fucking job, Negz. I got to listen to it after the fact. So, I heard there was like, does that sign say the attic? Yeah. This, first of all, you're right, this is some old people shit, but second of all, dude, you're in your grandma's attic.
Said 3 years ago, I believe
You're
it
not
was. Well, we're gonna look at
embracing it. You're
AK's
just
community
showing
because
how
AK
much of
has
a
been
fucking
lighting her on
turd you
fire.
are.
So, she said 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, she had 3 classes to finish before she got her degree. No, she ain't got no fucking degree, or it's forged. This woman is a fraud. Her parents allegedly have nothing to do with her. They can't stand her. Her mom's a conservative and can't stand her.
Kind of like your dad and your baby mamas and your kids. Weird.
I mean, I don't know any conservative that likes to have a racist around them all the time. A delusional drunk racist, no less. And apparently she's almost 50 years old and drinks like a fish. Hey, baby, black don't crack. Don't be hating.
That's not how that saying goes.
And if it's white, sometimes it ain't all right.
Oh, thank you for being the case in point on that statement, you fucking idiot.
As you've noticed, I have kept the subscriber chat only chat off because people really don't fuck around in here anymore because they know if they make a fucking peep, they're gone. So we're gonna go through that stuff.
Why? Okay. Negz. I know you're broke, but you could also always get a job. Very easy. Plenty of places are hiring. First job you ever had in your fucking life. Or you could go to DC Media Girl and be like, hey, can you drive me to the Home Depot and give me, $3.50 so I could buy a fucking light switch cover? Can we do that? Can we put a light cover on our light switch? Having exposed wires is nothing but a shock and fire hazard. It's not shocking to me that you didn't know that. It's shocking to me that this is right here, that this exists. You fucking idiot.
She hasn't made progress because she's a fraud.
I hate his fucking curtains
She's got
too,
crippling
because
student loan
it's
debt,
like
an incredible
they're
thirst
like
for white
shitty
men whom she likes to turn around and call
hippie festival. It's the thing he had in his
racist and take them to
background.
court. We're good.
Every fucking I'll stop pausing it, but every college age girl in from 2012 to 2015 had this in their background with a bunch of string lights and shit. Negz, you want something to really cover that window? Go ahead and get yourself one of these nice flags. Seriously, look. Covers the light pretty well. It looks pretty good.
We're
going on,
okay to
isolation
fuck, but you
Agner's?
know, God forbid we
Agner's?
stand up for
Agner's?
ourselves
There
or
you go.
reject her.
Agner's.
I'm getting real tired of the supremacy surrounding me. I hear white supremacy all the time, but that's not what I see. Okay.
That is pretty. I mean,
So, but have bronze again? What?
why are you so close? Take a step back.
It feels so good watching Begs.
Why are you
Yes.
standing?
What's up, Kanishk? Kanishk is my
Did DC break your chair? Or did she sit in it and now you're like, wow, this chair smells weird?
We have a, don't kink shame us. We have a racist kink thing we do with one another. We're racist to each other.
No, you're,
And,
you're just racist and
Look, I want to tell all you all fat, bored white bitches out there that don't know what to do with your
background
hands if
isn't
you're not
terrible.
eating. I want to tell
It's
y'all
not
something.
terrible.
You're all a little racist.
What's actually bothering me about it, though, is the fact that all of these paintings or pictures are on the floor. It looks like you just moved in. You've been in that attic for...
Right, everybody
Far too
is a
long.
little racist. It's just a matter of fact. If you're gonna sit like Vidal, take Vidal for example. Hey, you're a
least
racist,
they're
bitch.
getting
You
the
admit
room
to being a
together.
racist. So if everybody,
Yes.
so just shut the fuck up. Sit down at your stove, fry your bologna, and just accept it.
Hey, what's going on, dude, brother? As someone from the South, is he trying hick accent or something?
I think Bridget has a
He
humiliation
tries,
because we're about
it
to
doesn't
embarrass
work.
her.
So, don't be offended. It's just...
Let's
I mean,
just be
it's
real.
Negz.
These women didn't get the 400 pounds by doing fucking CrossFit, right?
Yeah, like you do CrossFit.
You know.
Negz, I have a challenge for you. Have DC film you, and because we know you live in a town of fucking nobody, so there's gonna be a long ass road to where you can run. Run a mile. Run a single mile. 1 mile, and have her time it. That's what I want to do. If you do that, I will do the same thing. I will grab one of my friends, one of my neighbors. I'll be like, hey, I need you to film me running a mile. And I will run a mile. Go ahead, do that.
Oh,
That's
it's a
what
bunch
I
of
wanna
fat,
see.
bored white women. What are you doing? Calm down. Yeah, she has a thing for right-wing white men, either to tuck or fuck them over. She needs to see a shrink. She fucked around with the wrong two this time because she's done. You know, she's done. Her reputation is toast.
Mango, I think
She's
you're
gonna
kind
have
of
to
right.
change her name because I own her name. Now there could be a million people named Bridget Eason, but I own that name. I own it. I own it. Not making any money off of it.
Why is half of your head like really greasy and the other one's a comb over? Like, so we got this greasy ass shit right here that looks like you, I don't know, was DC drooling on the pillow and you were just like, I don't know, whatever. It's not like I clean anything. And then this side is, it was well kempt a couple days ago, but it doesn't seem to be doing its thing.
New
Rick
camera,
Hoffman?
now just
Yeah.
better
Dude,
lighting.
Rick Hoffman
better
is
equipment.
he's my
It's
cousin.
the same camera I've had for a year, I think, over here. Beauty, beauty, fucking. You know, that's her. Her little stands like those stupid bitches that are out there crying racism over a meme. Like fall for everything, hook, line, and sinker, and then come yell at me when I say she's trolling you. They're like, we fucking know she is. We fucking know. We fucking know she's trolling. Calm down.
Trying comedy
right?
because
Just go grab a cannoli
you're
and just shut the fuck
Negz,
up.
you're about as good at comedy
Shut the
as
fuck
Ted
up.
Cruz.
Nobody cares.
Just saying,
Nobody cares.
he could be.
I wish somebody'd start fucking y'all bitches because I think a lot of people are getting real sick of your asses. You know, I mean, you know, there are dudes out there that like to, you know, that own
I actually
stock
don't
and
know who
flour.
Rick Hoffman is.
There it is. So,
Yeah, we got a bot.
what's going on? New camera? Oh, you like it? It's a whole new feel. It's
Thank
a
you,
whole
Mango.
new feel here. You can see the David Bowie. Oh, that's Kurt. There's
Man,
David Bowie
Dude
back
Brothers.
there.
One thing I really miss
Fuck,
is
right there. Goddamn, camera left.
I miss some crawdads. I really
I'm
want some
John
crawdads.
Satter. So, boy, is politics a mess right now. I want to go over and check out this fucking ridiculous 49-year-old loser who is obsessed with children. And
Oh, don't talk about yourself like that. That's not terrible. That's not a good thing. It's bad for your mental health. Don't disparage yourself. At least not openly like that, Negz.
every time he asks for nudes, he specifically states adult males. Why is that, hussy? Why do you constantly say adult males? You lie. You made up that weird lie about a kid in your apartment, and now you constantly... I will take nudes from adult males. What? Nobody would... Dude, come on. If you send this motherfucker a nude...
I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah.
Man.
I
You
know,
what he's
I know
gonna do.
Rick
He's probably
Hoffman.
sitting there licking his screen of his phone all night long.
You know the funny thing about
John Fetterwoman.
where I know Rick Hoffman from? It was he. Shut the fuck up. First of all, Rick Hoffman. I remember him from Sex and the City, because when I was in high school, my girlfriend at the time made me watch Sex and the City. She made me watch both of the fucking movies, and that's where I remember him. He was one of the gay guys getting married, I think. I don't know. I don't know the plot of that show. I think it was just a horse and her trainers going out for drinks or something and being rich. But yeah, Rick Hoffman. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that as a compliment. Shit, he's even got the fucking cul-de-sac going on.
And welcome back to another video with me.
Man, I'm so glad I'm
He's
covering
filthy
up
all the time. He's just... I bet he smells. I bet that breath, bro. I bet that breath is the equivalent of fucking nair.
Well, hello everybody. This
How do you know what Nair smells like? Fun fact, I'm pretty sure Negz has tried to nair his balls. Because, yeah, don't nair your balls.
is Isaac. And
Doesn't
welcome
work
back to
out.
Another video with me.
I know this from
Yo,
other
I'm
people's
sorry
experience.
I ain't putting my wig on
Not
and
my own.
lipstick and stuff and sit.
It's too much effort to put his
Right back.
lipstick
I
and
gotta-
wig
I gotta
on.
Take the whiz.
Dude, have you seen what you look like in your wig? Like, have you seen your wig in some... dude, it's like ratty as fuck. It looks like a homeless encampment.
It's not my desk to make this video. I'm just lounging right now having
He can't show his face because his jowls start up here at his tear ducts. He's becoming a basset hound.
coffee on the couch. And I wanted to make this quick video to ask y'all's opinion. So,
You know what? Why are you asking their opinion? Because for 2 fucking years that I've known you, we've been giving you good advice, and you just don't fucking listen. You don't listen. This is just a chance for you just to get a little bit of attention. And this is such an atypical, I used to be a fucking ham planet video.
I wanted to start Weight Watchers or eating like frozen entrees so I can lose some weight.
Do go on.
I can count the calories that way, and
Oh, you can't, so you can count the calories that way. Sir, we're going to be here for a minute. I knew pulling a hussy video up was going to send me down a fucking rabbit hole.
Bro, what the fuck do you know about fitness? Please, by all means, tell me what you fucking know about fitness. Because you know absolutely nothing. 100%. You don't know a goddamn thing. Hussy, if you're watching, if you come in here and you see this, just know this. One of the best ways to actually like start losing weight is when you go somewhere, just walk. I know you live in New York. I don't know if you have a car, but just literally just walk everywhere. Walk everywhere and then have a proper diet, and you will lose a shitload of weight. Don't ever eat soda. Don't drink. Don't drink soda. Don't do that. if you stop drinking soda, and this goes for literally anybody, if you stop drinking soda, you'll lose 10 pounds within like a couple weeks. I'm serious. Soda is the worst thing you can have for your body. It deteriorates, it makes fat, deteriorates your bones, it'll destroy your teeth, and it's just generally not, oftentimes it's a diuretic, like Coca-Cola. So if you actually want some advice, also cook for yourself. I'm sure Hussy cooks for himself all the fucking time. Cook for yourself. Cook the meals that you want. Have a balanced diet of, you know, obviously you gotta have a couple of carbs, have some a little bit of meat, and then have a bunch of vegetables. Eat fruit once in a while. You want some sugar? Have some fruit. Too fucking easy. You don't have to go to the gym and bust out, you know, reps here and there, and, you know, run on the treadmill all the time. Just make a couple changes, and that's it. And you will lose a few pounds. That's your goal. And then once you start losing those pounds, you'll get more energy. You'll feel better. You'll feel better about yourself, and you'll be like, hey, man, I actually want to keep doing this. Hussey lives in New York City, so Central Park is, I believe Central Park is actually the same size as the country of Morocco. Hold on, I gotta look that up. I feel like I heard that somewhere. Putting in the equation against the areas of New York City, he finds Central Park, which measures 1.3 square miles, can accommodate the population of Australia. Okay. Okay, Morocco is about the same size as California. Okay, never mind. Maybe it was a different country, but yeah. Yes, Dr. Pepper is delicious. I get it.
Sir, have you forgotten about these atrocious cooking videos that you do?
Not sure.
Shut the fuck up! I don't care about
anybody's
Modern Warfare.
looks. Is
Have you forgotten about
yeah.
this?
I mean,
Have you forgotten about this?
look who we're dealing with.
Have you ever thought, sir, excuse me, sir in a wig? Excuse me, Robin Williams arm hair, can I speak to you for a second? Have you ever considered that, you know, there are labels on the back of all these things, and you can figure that out on your own, but you want to start...
Okay, Negz, tell me what's wrong with this. Tell me what's wrong with it. Because I know what's wrong with it. I know exactly what's wrong with it without even looking at the back of anything. Also, I know right under there, I'll give you a hint. That, pretty sure is turkey. Because it's green. It's not red. It's either ground turkey or ground chicken. It's poultry. And pecan pie, I have a big ass thing of fucking gold.
Start
I have
getting
one of those
Weight
big
Watchers
milk
walking.
cartons of gold.
Who's a Weight Watchers? Oi, who's a Diarukis? You want to start getting that? Is that you want you're gonna have your community buy that for you too, because we know you can't buy shit, right? Did you forget about these cooking videos that you do, where you
Big
dump
Cat 420, say thank you to...
oil?
Again.
Anyway, I'm all over the place.
Portions are
Great
there,
view. Is
control
that the Brooklyn
portions,
Bridge?
and
I don't
it
know.
really helps me lose weight. And I want...
It helps you lose weight. Oh my God, you fatties are pathetic. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it.
Run a mile, fuckface. In fact, I'll do you one better. Negz, I'll tell you what. I will donate to you. I will PayPal you $100. $100 that I don't actually have the fucking money to spare, because I am so willing to show that you are such a piece of fucking shit. I will PayPal you $100 fucking if you can pass the Army physical fitness test. If you can pass it, I'm talking about for your age group, And not the combat test, not the current one that they have, but the one that I used to do. 2 minutes of push-ups, 2 minutes of sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. If you can pass that, I will PayPal you $100 fucking dollars. I know you need it. I know DC's probably gonna be like, wow, that'll take some fucking strain off my wallet. If you can do that, go ahead and fucking do it. I guarantee you 100% you fucking can. So don't call anybody a fatty. Don't call anybody out of shape. Because you're shaped like a fucking S. You're like shaped like that S that everybody drew in middle school.
I don't give a
Fuck
shit. You
outta
hate
here.
me? I have had a resentment for the morbidly obese my entire life. I think it's because one of my bullies was a morbidly obese piece of shit who eventually went on to have his legs amputated due to the betas. Karma. But it's not anybody else's problem but your own. I didn't get up to 230 pounds because I didn't know how to fucking read the fucking caloric, the number.
You're 230 pounds? Aren't you like 5'5"? That's not healthy. Who the fuck are you talking to?
Numbers on the back, the health thing. The health thing.
I want to do it like a mukbang style. Yes, I do. So I want to eat in front of the camera. It'll be like a mukbang.
Tell me, what's
but small portions, and I think I will motivate other people.
I'm not
to
gonna
do the
lie.
same thing.
I'm sorry to pause it again, but me being like overlaid over fucking eggs is actually kind of annoying to me. If it's annoying to you guys, I'll put myself in a different corner. Let me know.
You can't even motivate your community to not call CPS, the cops, and go IRL. How about you start there? How about you motivate your community to be a little less obsessed with other people's minor children and quit being so fucking racist all the time? Why don't you start there? Because being fat is the least of your community's worries.
Okay? So let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think this is a good idea? I'm gonna do it anyway. Why not do it in front of the camera? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's all you're good at, stuff in your face and with your wig on. Hey, where's that video of him eating that sandwich and shoving the wig in his
1,000
fucking mouth
steps
and all
a day.
that?
That's
fine,
around what
fine.
I would
So let me know.
what I would walk when I was
Comment. Let me know if you
working
dieting too,
security
you
in
eating
the
frozen
fucking school
entrees or whatever.
district.
Everybody
I'm
in
not
your
kidding you.
community is a fucking
It
ham
was
plant.
somewhere around like
Like the
7
slimmest
miles
person in
a
your
day.
community is Bridget. No
that I would
wonder she is
actually
hanging
walk.
out there. No wonder she hangs out with petty fame. She's probably the best looking one. That's not saying much. You got a bunch of short, fat, bald fucking dwarves and gnomes running around.
Or you think this is a good idea to help you lose weight too? Because we can all starve together. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Go to my Twitch and subscribe to my Twitch. It's called the HOODIE Lounge. Okay, it's all drama free. We don't talk about no drama that's going on YouTube.
No, you don't talk about the drama anymore. Hey, remember the other day when you said you don't call the police like some other people? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you asked for dick pics from an adult male, but you don't call the police like other people. Hussy, I know you.
You should call the police, and that way maybe like a strong man or a woman stronger than you can come over and possibly show you how to put your fucking desk together. Because the one thing that's bothering me the most out of all of this shit is the fact that your desk is wobbling all over the goddamn place. You see that? See how much effort I have to fucking put in to get my goddamn camera to wobble? It's because I know what I'm doing.
You're in these Twitter spaces
God.
talking mad shit. That's funny. So you could go to other people's
70,000 is
areas
pretty
and talk
massive.
mad shit, but nobody can come to your area and talk
also
to the same
looking,
shit. Okay, gotcha.
Stuff like that. It's all positivity.
I'm positive that you need to apologize to a lot of people before you even think about moving on, because I promise you, Hussy, we're going to drag you kicking and screaming back into this hemisphere of shit. I don't care if you're
Got a back
canceled or
and
not.
forth going
At this
on,
point,
yeah. Also, a plant-based diet making your body less hospitable to cancer. That's not how cancer, that's not how cancer works there, Brett Wellington. You're either going to get cancer or you're not. Like, a lot of people actually have cancer and it's benign. It doesn't do anything. Cancer is a genetic disease. if you want to have a plant-based diet, I don't give two fucks about it. Like, you do you. But it's like, should everybody eat less meat? Sure, 100%. We should eat less beef, of course, because that actually contributes to global warming, because cow farts are filled with methane. Methane is a stronger greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. So it's not very good. Red meat, you should, I think you're only supposed to have like a pack of card-sized piece every day or something like that, but we eat way more, and I am totally guilty of that. However, common space, I'm not going to switch to a plant-based diet because, well, I like my food to taste good.
I'm an emotional terrorist.
Good juices,
Egg
good
consumption
vibes,
may double
meet new
cancer
people,
risk.
laugh, have a
Okay.
Meet new racist fatties, like people that just hate everybody.
good time, and that's all it is. Okay,
Wondering
so
high
make sure you
temperature
subscribe
frying,
there. I'll
that
put the
would
link
be
in the
consistent
comment
with
section, and
bladder
I will see you
cancer,
for another
that is
live
suggested.
stream. Always remember to love yourself. Ain't nobody better, and be what you is regardless. And always remember.
So I'll hard boil my eggs from now on. There we go. Too
Miss
easy.
Hudson, love you. Bye.
He loves your money. He loves your money. That's all he
Here we
loves.
go.
He loves your money.
That's, yeah, that's the only thing you're here for. People who consume dairy products regularly. Whoa. Where did that one go? My husband passed away at the age of 27. I'm sorry to hear that. He can't buy. You know, eating habits. It was on the cards for us. Yeah. Fried eggs. Yeah, eggs. Eggs in general. Yeah, fried eggs, and you can attribute that to people frying eggs in shit. Like, pick something. There could be a million different things that they fry their eggs in. Also, it has a lot of it has to do with using Teflon pans that have been scraped. So if you make a small mark on your Teflon pan, you have to throw it out because Teflon is a carcinogen and it can actually cause cancer throughout your body. I don't know what happened to that thing. I'm tired of you and your lack of understanding of science. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah, I can deal with that.
He
All
loves
right.
your money.
So let's watch an idiot be even more of an idiot, and well, while everybody tries to figure out what the fuck is going on with his hair. Why is only one half of your head this greasy? It's fucking weird. Do you sleep only on one side? Do you not like roll over or anything? Says at the beginning, overall evidence to date whether eating dairy products affects the risk of cancer has been inconsistent. Yeah, and the reason you would have any higher risk of like intestinal cancers or anything like that by ingesting dairy products would be because of the things that the cows eat. Not because it's dairy, but because we need to get a higher yield of those dairy products. Shit, it could be the goddamn tubing on the udder suckers. It's not dairy itself. We work on science around here. We don't. I'm not gonna entertain that shit either. All right, so. We didn't start the fire. Sorry, I don't want to listen to that anymore. Let me see if I can find this one. 'Cause we already listened to that one. Alright, fine. Fuck it. Minimize. There we go. There we go. Alright, so I'm pretty sure everybody has already seen this video. If you haven't seen this video, I guess we're gonna watch it. Quick thing. A Admiral Six Killer. Fun fact, you can't just take somebody else's news package and then put it onto your channel. So, I think somebody should alert, what is it? Newswatch 16 to the fact that they did that. And if that's what even TGR did, yeah, that's wrong. It's stealing content, even if it is, it's public. It doesn't matter. It's not fair use. You have to actually comment on it. You have to do something for it. I'm just saying, as somebody who has created news packages like this, it's actually pretty fucking. It kind of pisses me off that people just like shared the fuck out of it.
Oh, hussy, you fucking clown. So you gonna call police and try to abuse children IRL? You have
fuck
abused
off.
children IRL. Yeah, you have. You know what I'm talking about. The incident at the restaurant, that was abuse.
You don't abuse children IRL. You just neglect them.
It was verbal
Same
abuse. If a parent said that to their child, it would have been the same to look
Unless
at a
he
child
has
and say,
P-man.
fuck you. That's verbal abuse, sir. So you want to start ponying up some apologies, or you want to sit there and remain canceled? Because I have no problem with that, but I am going to continue to cover your peril, your poverty, and your descent into madness, because I know this is killing you. But we
How's
got to
he gonna
move
give a
on.
fuck about
We
you,
got
bro?
Rev from the Shanny and Rev War. By the way, guys, you can support my Lean Cuisine habit by clicking that little diamond down there, coin, whatever it is. Several links are going to fly through the chat. This is not a charitable endeavor. But we have Rev on the news. He and Shanny.
Be right back, folks. I love the fact that you said you had a lean cuisine habit, because this is what you can actually get. And yeah, it does say buy one, get one free. I got another one in the fridge. So this is going to be a meal for a few days. This is what you can get if you have a fucking job, you loser. I don't have a lean cuisine habit because I know how to cook for myself. I know how to buy meat. I know how to buy vegetables. I'm just saying. Pretty goddamn good. What does that say? Ooh, this one's 2 pounds. The other one, guess what? It's a $20 piece of meat. So this is the free one. The other one's about 3 pounds. Go fuck yourself, Negz. I also have kimchi to go with it because I'm going to make bulgogi. Do you know what bulgogi is? Look it up.
Shanny are homeless now. I'm sure Petty Fam is great. They made a couple white
Chicken
people
is better
homeless.
than
They're
meat.
probably
Chicken is... poultry is still meat. Chicken is better than red meat? Sure, fine. I can dig that. If you like a leaner meat, I can dig it. Just don't specifically eat rabbit, because there is a thing called rabbit starvation, where if you don't eat enough fat, because your body needs fat in order to be able to digest things. So if you specifically only eat rabbit, you can starve to death with a belly full of food because your body can't digest anything. Boneless chicken, ooh. Boneless chicken thighs are my favorite to fry up. I love that. Deep fried boneless chicken thighs on a sandwich with some provolone or pepper jack and a little bit of sriracha. Oh, dude. Put it in my face. Inject it in my veins.
creaming their fucking corn right now. But that's neither here nor now. We're gonna take a look at this clip
Also,
of
yeah, I
Rev
know
on the
you were
news.
trying
I
to
didn't
be
realize Rev
facetious,
was
but you're
5'1".
too stupid.
Good evening, I'm Lisa Washington. Scott
To
Schaefer
actually,
has
like,
the
pass
night
it on.
off. We begin tonight in Lackawanna
She did a
County,
big
where
shake.
more than
She
a
was a
dozen
sweet
people
girl.
are now without a home
I love
after
you,
being told
Sasha.
to leave a motel in Scott Township because of an oil spill. Newswatch 16's Jack Culkin spoke
love
with
you.
those who say they have nowhere else to go.
Let me just say this. I don't care. You should have made better choices in life, right? Isn't that what this is all about? Making better choices, as I said.
Yeah, like not dropping out of school and being a piece of shit like yourself. Oh!
Getting my big, warm home with a roof over my head and food in my belly and security and safety. I made the right choices. Don't expect me to feel sorry for people who spent their entire life making the wrong choices.
He's live in our newsroom tonight.
The only reason you have food in your belly is because your mom cooks for you and DC pays for it.
With the story, Jack.
Lisa,
Fuck
after an
outta here.
oil spill condemned the only place they can call home, close to 20 people are now without a place to sleep tonight as temperatures dip near freezing.
Oh, wow. Wow. Guess that was bad planning, huh? Guess that was bad planning, right? You had $750,000, you abused your children, you moved into a dump of a hotel with a bunch of junkies, and now you're homeless. Yeah, how the fuck is there an oil spill at a motel? How does that happen?
I heard a boom.
Too easy. So, real quick, a lot of the heat throughout the buildings actually works on oil. So if you have a radiator in your house and you're like, oh, it's an old ass radiator, it actually works on oil. It doesn't work on water, because water can create steam, and that can cause something called a steam hammer. And if there's enough room in the radiator, that steam hammer will actually puncture through. The pressure will puncture through that. So it works on oil because the oil is able to move through a lot better. Now, there's these things on the end of your... if you do have like a steam powered or steam heated radiator, there's these things on the end called regulators. So you have to check those regulators all the time to make sure that they're functioning. I know this because this is how I grew up. If those things aren't functioning, or they're cracked, or the connection is cracked, they have to be replaced, because they can cause basically it can cause a catastrophic explosion. It can kill somebody. So yeah, you gotta check that out.
Boom, boom at the door.
Look who's talking.
And I'm
Great
like,
movie.
what is this?
Jason Egroff woke up to firefighters pounding on his and other residents' doors after an
I
oil
think I heard of
spill
that
at
movie,
Motel
but I haven't,
81 in Scott
I
Township.
feel like I've seen it.
Dude, how little are you? Yeah, thank God the kids aren't with them. I got no pity for these fools. I don't give it. Hey, knowing that she has nowhere to go, knowing that Shani is now going to feel unsafe, vulnerable, hungry, cold, scared. I don't give a fuck. Why would I?
Hey, fun fact, that's exactly how every single person in this entire community would feel about you if your grandma's house burned down. Because maybe you didn't put any covers over this light switch, and a bunch of dust got in there, and it caught fire. Nobody would feel fucking bad for you, not for a second. Just saying.
I care. That's what she and Rev
Yes,
did to
Rev
those kids
is
for years.
Rev is actually that tiny. I saw that movie so many times growing up. So send me a poster, because I feel like I know what movie that is, but I can't remember what it is. And yeah, Rev is that tiny. Partially due to his low T and partially due to his malnutrition.
Oh, and you reactors did nothing, by the way. None of you did. Not Lola, fucking Geek Room's resident, fucking legal counsel. None of you did anything but sat back and covered it and lined your own pockets.
And what the fuck did you do? Geek Room already made this point. What the fuck did you do? What did you do? Oh, you took money from them while they were abusing their kids. That's what you did. So you can go ahead and check out TGR, because yeah, they made a way more succinct point than I could at any time. Yeah, Negz, if you didn't do anything, don't blame other people for not doing anything. Because all you did was fucking sit there and just be you.
The spill happened because of missing copper pipe in the basement of the building. Once the spill was under control, Egroff and others were told to get out. He says the owner of the motel didn't offer them any assistance.
Oh, it's not a steam hammer, it's called a water hammer. I just realized that. I think everybody missed this. Somebody had a pet in there, it looks like. Which I really feel bad for that pet, because that looks like dog food.
What was he supposed to do?
Yeah, the water hammer.
What's he supposed to do? Why is it all of these people, like Rev, expect everybody else to take fucking care of them?
No notice, no sympathy. Not
Says
we're
the
going to do
jobless
this for you.
dipshit.
Like he's got a bunch of homeless people here now. It's insane. You know?
We always pay our rent on time. We never have any
Brett, it's not that it's not that anyone disagrees with you, it's that you're wrong. And you were being annoying.
Yes, but yet this is the way we're being treated.
Guy Turner and Kathleen Collins have been staying at Motel 81 for the last few months.
Oh, well.
Now that the building is condemned, they have nowhere else to go.
I was in the room crying about a half an hour, 45 minutes ago.
Also, I'm gonna ask Mango to just drop it, because I don't want any more bullshit in the chat.
Just the fucking type of people I expect to live in a motel.
I have
Like
nowhere
you?
else to go. I don't want to live like this.
Honestly, the only difference between her and DC Media Girl is, you know, the fact that she's willing to date a black guy.
There's been nerve-wracking because they keep telling us, well, the police gonna come and, you know, pull us out and force us out. So we just
Great. Now they got a roving band of junkies running around town from God knows where. If I were...
Oh, hey, Mango, can you also send me that picture of fucking Scoliosis' brain, of Negz's back, of all of his fucking flaws? Send me, and if you can find the one where he's holding that 22, looking like you know, a potential sandbag, I would appreciate it. No, I totally understand. It's totally fine. It's totally cool. But yeah.
For the cops, I'd start running names of characters
eventually I gotta
all
say
through
something.
that fucking establishment.
we're just hanging in there.
We reached out to the motel owner who said
Everybody's
the
held
building
to the
is
same
condemned,
standard.
and that to his knowledge, no people were on or staying in the property.
Well, you know what, Tex? You could look at it as sad.
No, his grandmother is in a home.
As
He doesn't
collateral
pay any
damage.
rent.
See, myself, as a war dog, if I need to take out a...
What the fuck did you just call yourself?
Well, you know what, Tex? You could look at it as sad. I look at it as collateral damage. See, myself, as a war dog, if I need to take out a target...
Get over yourself, Brett. Same as Negz. For fuck's sake. Negz, you couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag. A war dog? The fact that the word war came out of your mouth is insulting to any and everyone that has ever served. So, don't call yourself a war dog. The only type of war dog you would have been is one of the fucking Russian dogs that got sent out onto the front line filled with explosives and then went back to the trenches and blew up the soldiers. That's how fucked up you are. Yeah, it's a thing. Look it up. You want to know when those notices went up? After 12 p.m., 10:22. So they probably would have gone up, I would say, like 24 hours prior. So after 12 p.m. at 10:22, so they probably would have gone up 12 p.m. 10:21 is what I'm guessing.
A few people are going to get...
But then again, that's just a guess. This different jurisdiction. So now the guy said that as far as he knows, hey, nobody was living in or on the property, but check in, check out. This he's still got the check-in charges and everything like that posted right next to the order to vacate.
Caught in the crossfire.
Just saying.
Residents who wish to remain anonymous say that isn't true.
The owner was here, and my husband went up to him and asked him, what are you going to do for us? This is your problem. And he says, there's nothing we can do. It's not our problem. It's your problem. You got to find a place.
We did reach out to Scott Township Police to see if anything was being done for the resident.
I was about to say, what's up with this dude's ear? No, it's an earpiece. Yeah. So I have to say the same thing for Rev that I have to say for these people. Nobody owes you anything. Like, look where you were living. It's a shitty situation, but if you want to go after anybody or blame anybody, go ahead and go right after Rev and Shani, because there's a good chance that they had something to do with with the authorities being called.
And still staying at the property, but they did not respond to us. Jack Holkin, Newswatch 16, live in the newsroom.
I think.
Oh God, it's the View. Oh look, it's the racist View. You guys like the racist brown women on the View? I do. I love how everything any white person does is automatically racist.
Thank you for subscribing,
even though it's the
Junkie
exact
Gal.
same things that they would do.
Let me see if I missed
They just keep moving the fucking goalposts. I ain't got much else to say about Shani and Rev being homeless. Don't
Thank you
give a
for
fuck.
subscribing.
Those people should have
I
made better
appreciate
choices. And good luck to you. All right, so we move on to...
That's a sentiment we can both share, dude. Totally fine. I can totally agree with that sentiment. However, comma space. When the hammer falls on your dumbass, sure. I don't know why that took so long, but yes, thank you. I really appreciate it. Because if you get kicked out of that house, I'm going to laugh my ass off. I'm going to fucking stream it day in and day out. For sure. That's the attention that you're gonna get. Look, bud, you wanted attention. You're not gonna get positive attention, sweetie.
The View. Listen to this bullshit.
Saddle
The
up.
sad thing about
buttercup.
this is, Herschel Walker is woefully underqualified for this job, and the only reason he was chosen and also supported by Trump is because Raphael Warnock, the senator in Georgia, is black, and they wanted someone who was black to confront him, to oppose him.
We don't know we can't tell each other apart.
Exactly.
Pick someone just because they're black? Who does that?
I'll appoint them.
This guy. The current GOP. I know what clip he's gonna play. If you don't vote Democrat, you ain't black. Yeah, Joe Biden said it. Hey, fun fact, Negz. You want some political takes? How about this? Fun fact. Joe Biden is a piece of shit. He sucks. He beat Donald Trump in a fair and free election. That's how much Donald Trump sucks shit. Where's my $2,000, Joe? How about you tell that to Goldie? That fucking idiot. The only reason anybody, any conservative is going to vote for, is gonna vote for Herschel Walker is because he's black. He's a fucking idiot. Have you heard him talk? Mango, can you give me a Herschel Walker interview, please? Please post it in a Discord. Oh, you got 2 things for me. Wait a minute. John Travolta and Kirstie Alley were in a movie about a baby? Two thumbs up by Siskel and Ebert? Okay, well, the 90s just fucking slapped me in the face. Oh. Alright. Why were there sequels? Nobody deserves that. That's okay. The sequel to, what is it? Look Who's Talking is basically just, it's this. That's what that is. Oh my god. Yeah, the 90s were fucking amazing. It's when you could do anything. And the internet didn't really exist that much. You could get away with all kinds of shit. Go back and watch some 90s TV. Yeah. Little life lessons. Because Scientology, yes, I agree. As a Cowboys fan, Mr. Walker was a good football player, so there's that. Yeah, he's not qualified to be a politician. He's as qualified to be a politician as I am. There you go. He's as qualified to be a politician as basically anybody on screen, except for, you know, Joe Biden, because he's been in politics his entire life. Do you know this dude's favorite meal is basically just like, it's just like spaghetti with red sauce? Like, I mean, it's Donald Trump had well done steak with ketchup, but like this is what we advance to. It's a lateral move. That's it. It's like okay. Imagine the Cowboys are playing the fucking, I don't know, the Browns, the Broncos. I don't know how fucking football works. I played sports. I don't watch sports. And they do a lateral, and I don't know, the kicker just happens to catch it and then runs for most of a touchdown. That's essentially what we're watching. It's like, holy shit. I didn't think that was going to be a thing, but it happened. Okay, there were 2 sequels. Why were there 2 sequels to that movie? Then again, there's like 18 different Saw movies, and it's mostly just like, well, let's see what else we can do to people. Although that chick, like, running over and falling into the pit of syringes, that's pretty fucked up. That's wild. just has that many syringes lying around? All right.
The first black woman in the court. I pick a woman to be vice president.
It's almost as if it doesn't matter what Republicans do. You don't have any black members of Congress, you're a racist.
No. The members of Congress that you elect need to have policy ideals that reflect their constituents. And if those constituents are, if those policy ideals are reflecting their constituents, and those policy ideals are not going to help anybody except basically everybody at the top, then why the fuck should I care? I don't want to vote for that person. And also, hold on. I can go frame by frame. Hey, Bud. You see that? Watch this. I'm skinny as shit. You get to see my hair! It's also pretty fucking warm in here. Oh, look at that. Look at that cul-de-sac. I ain't afraid of it. You see when I stick my arm out? Watch this. And then when I do this, you see how there's 3 different heads on this muscle? And then there's 2 on this one? I wonder why they're called the bicep and the tricep. Not respectively. This is a... That's fat.
You nominate someone to be a black congressman. Well, that's racist. So even if Republicans try to follow the rules of equity, they're still called racists. Because these people are vile, lying scumbags.
I don't care. You hear that? Vile, lying, fucking scumbags.
Well, if you're a vile, lying scumbag, it doesn't matter about the skin color that you have, does it? Bet you didn't think about that one, dipshit. Because Herschel Walker has lied time and time again about the women that he's been with, the abuse that he's given to his family members, the abuse that he's given to his children, the neglect that he's given to his children, and he consistently lies. Let's talk about that that little ass fucking, what is it, that fake ass badge that he has. That's a lie. He has no authority to do anything. So, if he's a lying ass scumbag, it wouldn't matter if he were black, brown, white, stark white, blue, yellow, fucking golden skinned. It really wouldn't matter, would it? No, not in the eyes of people that actually understand these things.
I fully, wholly condemn every member of
Repo
the
Genetic
especially
Opera. I didn't realize that was like a I've heard about that. Send me a theme.
Goldberg.
About
Their constant racism, anti-Semitism, it knows no bounds on that show. I've never seen anything like it. I was run into court and lied about in regard to racism when I wasn't being racist, when racism was being displayed in the fucking courtroom.
Wait,
So I get real sick and tired of hearing
What
this.
about the fact that you tried to join multiple white supremacist groups and were rejected because of your own incompetence? Does that not make you a racist? Didn't you go on an entire rant that we've played on this channel multiple times? And you tried to say that white nationalists aren't racist? No, dude, you're just a racist. Because you're an idiot. You're not an idiot because you're a racist. You're a racist because you're an idiot. I mean, you're basically the Republican base incarnate.
Shit, day in and day out. I don't know anybody. Hell, people got banned from Twitter for pointing out that a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and neither can be the other. So I can get banned.
That's because it's a private company. Okay, check this out, fuckface. It's a private company that can set terms of service. And if that's in their terms of service, then you can get banned. The same thing with Rumble. Rumble is all about fucking freedom of speech. And you know what happens when you go on Rumble and your chat goes by and you can't do anything about it? When they start talking shit about you and contradicting you? Yeah, it's the same thing. Same fucking thing. I'm sorry that you get contradicted and you get your feelings hurt, but facts don't care about your feelings. Gender is a spectrum, sex is not. And there's a difference. Willing idiot, yes, please.
And for that, but all right, very cool. Very cool political climate we have here. But the pendulum has swung back. That shit's not going to fly. The View, do you think that their viewers are a constituency that we even need to worry about? Nah. Again, a bunch of fucking fat white women at home that don't know what to do with their hands if they're not eating. So they're bitching on social media. That's it. That's it. I'm not worried about that. Whoopi Goldberg, though, I hope that after this show ends that she is ostracized and fucking made a pariah. She's already a pariah to me. So
who gives a fuck about you? Nobody gives a fuck about you. The only reason I'm talking about you is you wanted to start shit, and I got a half hour until I gotta go to sleep. That's it. It's the only reason anybody's fucking talking about you. VGTV is about to go live talking about your dumb ass, talking about fucking G-Man, where you missed every single one of the points that needed to be fucking hit. Because, you know, I don't know. It's that thing you do. Being a fucking idiot. Maybe we could all do that. And realize that you're just dumb as shit. Let me see. Save phone. There we go. Wow.
Did Roman Polanski a child rapist? There you go. How you like that? But that's all of Hollywood, right? That's all of Hollywood. Yeah. Well, most, not all.
There we go. This is his boy.
Well, Herschel, everybody calls you by your first name, so
Yes.
Thank you for taking the time to talk.
Is this the one where they take back people's organs that were donated? Yeah, it is. Wait, Paris Hilton? Wait a second. I gotta change the music because we've already listened to this shit. I'm not listening to the same thing over and over again. Fuck right off. No, I'm not gonna put on. I'm gonna put that on. There we go. Good enough. Paris Hilton? Paul Sorvino? What the hell is this movie? What is it? What is the theme that I am looking at? paid for them, and I didn't make payments. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling
What?
logs.
Okay,
Captain
no,
Pete with a reefer
no.
on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. We is heading for Bear on I-10 about a mile out of Shaky Town.
Is it an opera? Do they sing like? I know that's how opera singers do their theme. Oh no! Oh, for a second I thought this was Piers Morgan. I was about to slam a fucking rock into my face. I have rocks all around here. I can absolutely slam one in my face if I see Piers Morgan on here. Oh, Jesus. It's a rock opera?
We had 85 trucks in all, but there's a roadblock up on the Cloverleaf, and them bears was wall to wall. Yeah, them smokies as thick as bugs on a bumper. They even had a bear in the air.
I can't.
This is
What?
calling all trucks. This here is the duck. We about to go a hunt.
Alright, you know what? Not everybody understands art. It's okay. But we're gonna listen to Herschel Walker. This is the motherfucker that Negz actually thinks is a coherent person.
Just appreciate it very much. Let's begin at the beginning. Why would you be a better U.S. Raphael Warnock?
Well, I would be a better U.S. Senator because I care about this country. It seems that right now, Senator Warnock doesn't care about this country. He seems to be putting America second. And when this world is in better shape when America's leading, right now we're not the leaders. And you see the policies he's voting for, which doesn't connect with Georgia and doesn't connect with the United States of America. And people don't want to admit that almost 98% he voted right along with Biden. And that's to get rid of our energy. We're not energy independent no more. Look at the economy the way it is. Well, I do know about creating jobs. I know about the economy. I know about those things. So the reason I'll be a better senator because I care.
So you think that Senator Warnock doesn't?
That's literally the same fucking kind of shit that came out of Goldie earlier. The exact same fucking thing. It's just a bunch of buzzwords. Buzzword salad. Oh man, this salad is delicious, but my mouth is going fucking crazy. What's in here? Bees! Give you some buzz!
Care?
Well, he can't care if he's not doing the right thing for American people or for the Georgians. Right now, when you have gas prices the way they are right now, people can't afford to buy milk, they can't afford to buy eggs, and you see the crime rate. What has happened to the crime? And was that not the party that created defund police? Well, that didn't work. And we found
crime rates are higher in, I think crime rates are higher in Texas than they are in New York.
Found that out. Those things that are foundation things that we should hold true to the country we are today.
Okay. I want to talk about policy,
yes.
Plenty about policy, but I do want to ask you, you've been very open about your struggles with mental illness over your life. You wrote a book about it in 2008. Are you receiving any treatment now for this dissociative identity disorder, or is that all?
No, that's all done, and you don't need to, and that's why I tell people. I think one thing I told people is I've been open about it, and I was open about it, 14 years ago. But I try to move that stigma. I think right now people want to continue to bring it up, and I said that's one thing I can do, is I'm going to be an advocate. When I get to Washington on mental health, we're having a problem in this country. When I go around the state talking to people, even in our law enforcement, our hospitals, they say one of the main problems they're having is mental health. They're not equipped for it. Well, that's what I've been doing for the last, 16, 17 years. I've been preparing myself, and I'm ready. And I said, guys, they're going to bring a lot of things. But I said, I'm ready to do it because most every family in America may have had a family member or know someone that has suffered from some type of mental illness that they weren't aware of, and they didn't understand. And that's what I want to do is help people because we're going to help a lot of people out there that are suffering right now.
Okay. Well, agriculture.
Anybody in the chat? I know that went by pretty fast. What is he going to do about mental health? What's he actually going to do? Because, I mean, I'm not even going to say where I'm at. God damn, they damn near the same fucking. Ooh, I got an idea. Hold on. I gotta make sure this isn't owned by Warner. shouldn't be owned by Warner. There we go. I got it sped up to, that's 1.25. So I'm gonna go back. I'll go back 1 minute and I'll replay
What,
that.
14 years ago. But I try to move that stigma. I think right now people want to continue to bring it up, and I said that's one thing I can do, is I'm going to be an advocate. When I get to Washington on mental health, we're having a problem in this country. You know, when I go around the state talking to people, even in our law enforcement, our hospitals, they said one of the main problems they're having is mental health. They're not equipped for it. Well, that's what I've been doing for the last, 16, 17 years. You know, I've been preparing myself, and I'm ready. And I said, guys, they're going to bring a lot of things. But I said, I'm ready to do it because most every family in America may have had a family member or know someone that have suffered from some type of mental illness that they wasn't aware of, it, they didn't understand. And that's what I want to do, is help people, because we're going to help a lot of people out there that are suffering right now.
Okay.
Where was the policy? Where was the policy? What are you actually going to do? Oh, you're going to help? Okay, how? This interview is kind of pissing me off.
Well, Agriculture Commissioner Gary Black is bringing it up, one of your Republican opponents in the primary. He says that if you win the nomination, you can't win in the fall because they're going to come after you with the allegations of domestic violence and all that sort of thing, that it, in his estimation, is disqualifying. How do you respond?
Oh, you know what you respond to that. When you're losing, you got to come up with something. And right now, I think Gary, right now, you see what's happening. He's not doing too well. And so he want to come up with something. Right now, the best one for that Senate seat is Herschel Walker, and everybody knows that. The polls are showing it, my fundraising is showing it. Everybody is out there, and I think come May the 24th, people are going to let him know that. And, you know, I try to invite him also. You know, I invited him to my celebration, not celebration party, but for the Republican celebration party, whether it was him or whoever win this seat. I said, guys, we got to come together. But it doesn't seem he want to be together because it's an ego trip. Well, there's no ego in my book.
What?
Already won a lot of things. My thing is right now, this country is hurting. Georgians are hurting. And we got to come together to win that seat back because we got to get this country back together.
Okay.
Oopsie.
He certainly does want to win. That's partly why he's bringing this up. But back in 2008, your ex-wife Cindy told ABC that you pointed a gun at her head and threatened to kill her. That's serious business. What should voters make of that?
Well, what they should make of that is you got to ask Cindy today. She and I are the best of friends. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Right now, I think people can bring up all the past, but the past is the past. Right now, Herschel Walker has done things that have blown people's mind. And I said, what is that blown people's mind is I have built a company, one of the largest minority-owned companies in the United States of America. And that's after they said I had a mental health problem. I went out and I helped military servicemen and women, now about 4,500 to 4,900 every year for almost 16 years. And I said, guys, these are things, when you get knocked down, you get up. And that's one thing I think a lot of my opponents don't realize, that you got to be willing to fight. You got to be willing to get knocked down. You got to be willing to take punches, and you got to be going forward. You got to keep moving forward. Well, they can't do it. And I'm able to touch subjects that they can't do either. And I said, guys, that's what makes me a better opponent than they are. And the people are telling you that. I think everyone is telling them that as well. When you see the polls, you see me.
Can you fucking answer the question? Tell me what you're actually for. What you're going to do. I don't give a fuck what people say about you. This is the main difference between like conservatives and the right and the left, I guess I should say. Because the left will be like, yeah, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. These are the policies that I want to put forward, and this is what I desire to actually do. When it comes to conservatives, especially like the far right, which is basically everybody in the Republican Party at this point, those who are running for office, what they're saying is, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, be a mealy-mouthed dipshit. I'm just gonna do these things. These are the things that I stand for. Okay, well, what are you gonna do about them? Can you do something about them? Can you actually write a policy? What's the policy moving forward? And one of the biggest fucking aggravations to me is the fact that this shitty interviewer isn't getting in on him on this question, because he just wants the fucking interview. Actually ask the questions. So wait. What are you actually going to do? What policies do you have moving forward as a senator? And there's so many people that are so goddamn dumb. Way too many people that are dumb that are still willing to vote and still able to vote, that are just gonna listen to this dude and be like, oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's my guy. He knows what he's talking about. No, he is nothing but that Goldie bitch. Seriously, he has not said a fucking word. So why is that not a goddamn problem? Alright, well, I gotta go take some... Alright, yeah, I'm gonna...
Not fundraising.
I'm not gonna spend too much time on this.
And they're a little mad. They're angry about it. Well, it's nothing to get angry about. And I'm like, guys, I wouldn't have got in this race if I thought you guys can beat Senator Warnock. I would not have got in this race, but I know you can't. Well, everybody know Herschel Walker can.
Okay. Now,
I'm sorry to switch over to that. It's such a disparaging thing. Just to give you guys an idea of who this fucker actually supports, that's who it is. We don't have to listen to a whole hell of a lot. Let's end on something really good, because BGTV is about to go live here in a little bit. Let me see. Okay, I got something for you guys. So I got distracted. There we go. You're welcome. Anyway. So...
I'm sorry, Bill. I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
And it is totally ERB. So, here's the thing. Here's what I want to end on with Negz. BGTV is about to go live in less than 20 minutes, so everybody, I know Mango's gonna be like, okay, well, I'll put the link there. It'll be a link. Here's what I want to end on. Negz, bud, this is you. That's you. That's who you are. Look at you. That's a 22. Is that an EOTech? Something similar. With a 10 round magazine. If it's double stacked, maybe a 12 or 20 round magazine. Honestly, I doubt you could plink anything at all ever in your life. I don't think you could plink a steel target from 5 meters away. So, if you ever want to call anybody weak or frail or anything like that, it ain't gonna be this dude. Alright? Yeah, I'm still balding. Yeah, I'm still in the fucking military. Yeah, I'm still... this is from a few years ago, but you know what? Guess what? I actually know a thing or two about fitness. I know how to get back into this shape. This is when I was benching. I was repping 225. Don't even fucking start. That, from several years ago, look at them legs, versus that. You're welcome, dude. Go ahead, keep talking all of the shit you want, post all of the things that you want, keep doing it. You're gonna get my attention. You have my attention. You have it all. And I just realized I'm wearing my fucking Army PT shirt. You have it all. Go ahead. Keep talking shit. I hope you take this stream and you take it to the fucking moon. Please fucking do. Please do. Because you know what? You know what's going to happen? Someone is actually going to download the stream where you try to talk shit about me. And you know what I'm going to do? Point out all of the points where you fucking clip things. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Now, I have a job to go to later in this evening. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and I'm going to fuck off out of here, get some food, and I'm just going to go to bed. Because, well, I mean, I got to go to bed and I'm fucking tired. That's shit I got to do. Enjoy this, you fucking idiot.
Look, we came, we saw, he died. We came, we saw, he died. Look, we came, we saw, he died. Look, we came, we saw, he died.
It's not a laughing matter. I take it really seriously.
Vote for me because I'm a woman. One of my merits is I'm a woman. All these mothers vote for me because I'm a woman. Because I'm a woman. Vote for me because I'm a woman. One of my merits is I'm a woman. All these mothers vote for me because I'm a woman. Because I'm a woman.
A woman running to be the first woman president.
I cannot imagine anyone being more of an outsider than the first woman
Who can
president.
be more of an outsider than a woman president?
Well, I can't think of anything more of an outsider than electing the first woman president.
A woman president of the United States of